Okay, if anybody hasn't been paying attention on Monday Night Raw, it's understandable. But we have a new world championship, and it looks like the world heavyweight title. Triple H announced it over in the previous episode of Raw just last night, and they haven't issued if it's going to be a tournament, if it's going to be displayed to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns will next appear in his next title defense around Night of Champions, so right after Backlash. That's obviously going to be revolting around Judgment Day, and of course Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar, Bad Bunny. So at least something to keep over the attention away from Roman Reigns. I'd rather want a title unification, so I guess they still want to, epicap a bit of the draft and give some type of new shift over to WWE storytelling, because Vince, I guess, still has some confidence over to the draft, trying to make SmackDown still a money pull over on Fox. So I can understand what the world title is going to look like. I mean, I can understand trying to make a new championship, so over the draft, hopefully they make the Raw and SmackDown stages different if they're going to make a new world title. So that's the only type of ethics I have for that. The only I hate the two side plate aesthetic. I hate it. I hate one sided plate each. I don't know. Give it that WCW overly simplistic personalization BS that feels like a custom belt a fan would make instead of personalized engravement championship belts. Plus, they can already make multiple of those anyway. And if any wrestler wants to make their own personal version, they can just make theirs completely more unique. That's what I like from at least what TNA did and WWE did for years. Or if they want to push over a different color scheme, that'd be fine. But I guess this belt's gonna grow on me like the Intercontinental Championship, but they're taking away so much color. I had my little brother that, of course, is a fan. Of course, I know people that are fans that are saying they're taking away a lot of color scheme away from the championship. It's just either gold and black. And now I understand there was gold in the United States Championship from the previous design, of course, the Intercontinental Championship. But it had its own personalized color scheme that made it feel like it's a completely different belt. And if that was the case, you could just unify both championships, but we know it has so much etched out history. So why do we keep unifying? Why do we keep unifying, or at least undisputing, always the world championships like it's a toxic marriage? Like, someone explain that to me. Like, I want to feel optimistic about WWE trying to at least go over the new direction and making sure that the brand splits still exist, but it really doesn't matter in my opinion, because they're either too inconsistent storytelling wise with it. They don't really compensate any type of diversity onto both brands. Like, what makes Raw different from SmackDown? What would give an advantage from a person going to Raw than SmackDown? Like, obviously, at least back in the day, Raw used to be where the heavyweights go, where they think they have a better opportunity of being a champion, or women would have more of the opportunity thanks to just an actual championship there. Or SmackDown being a bit more etched out in pro wrestling than Monday Night Raw, that's story driven based, and they were very like focused on the cruiserweights division. So you have a different, diverse handling, there's a different style of wrestler that you want to pick out that would help with that type of thing. But no, there needs to be a women's division, women's tag division, and everybody just moves like a cruiserweight anyway, so it really doesn't diversify the shows. And we still have Adam fucking Pierce being the goddamn official for the WWE. So having a GM and making them feel like they're completely different shows is out of the question still. And how that's still going to correlate with Roman Reigns while he's the undisputed world champion, and we're already displaying a new championship already tells me that they're not making Roman Reigns a champion for long after the show. And they didn't even establish if Brock. And I understand this is a grudge match because Brock screwed Cody out of even getting another opportunity at Roman. Why didn't Pierce just advance it as a number one contenders match at Backlash, and whoever wins gets to face Roman Reigns and gets to become the new heavyweight champion? Now, you guys are not really building this over to begin with. You just add stuff and expect people to just think about what's going to happen. There's no drama to put a foot here. But that's just my opinion. How you guys feel about the new championship? It's gonna grow on me. I don't mind the oversimplification of it. Of course, I'd rather get the old World Heavyweight Championship silhouette on. I understand people want something new, but we know that's just a mesh if you just put the silhouette of the NXT Championship and just put a heavyweight title design on it. You can't tell me I'm lying. You can't. But besides that, tell me how you guys feel down below in the comment section. And I don't know. I guess if I got further detail on CM Punk's headline, because we know he was at the arena that same night that the world title was displayed and escorted out. Possibly, if we got more information, I'll talk about it. But right now, that's hogwash to me. Thanks for watching the DST show. Like, comment, subscribe for more. I'm gonna take my Tylenol.